Thank you for stopping by, for our Instagram Live. We are Instagram Live every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in case you miss us today, we will post the story or the live on our NST Pictures Instagram. So that way you can rewatch in case you're not able to tune in.
And our Facebook.
Yes, and our Facebook. And it's myself, Christina, one of the consultants, and I have Farrah over here. And we do have a special guest today.
It's me. I'm Josephine. I'm actually the one that's behind all the social media posts. So now I can put a face to that. So since I'm always just scrolling on these wedding blogs and social media accounts, I get to see a lot of what's really trending, what's been really popular with brides, grooms, wedding parties, everything. And I realized that, before minimalism was the super big thing, but now people are starting to lean towards maximalism.
Interesting.
Yeah, so now we're talking about hats, we're talking about velvet textures, we're talking about giant floral designs, and I don't mean just like a regular floral wall, but it's like big, giant
flower mantle.
Basically, yeah.
I love that.
So it's just people are going all out, just really showcasing their personality like that. And then, as you guys probably know already, the Pantone color for this year is coral.
Ooh,
so it's a little different from last year's purple, violet, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're someone like me who prefers a more understated color, you can easily go for rust, which has also been a big trend, just because not everyone's so in tune with the bright coral palette.
Yeah.
But rust has been really making waves this year and towards the end of last year as well. So I'm excited to see where that goes.
That's really interesting. I mean, the coral. I've been noticing that coral, and I actually, since I'm planning my wedding for this June, I'm kind of, was in limbo with what kind of color I wanted to go with for our bridesmaids. And I've been noticing when I went back in 2018 to purchase the dresses, the coral was kind of sneaking up in the world of bridesmaid dresses. So, you saw those. It can be kind of mixed into like that dusty pink, but it can kind of be, a little bright, maybe mixed with like salmon or peach. So it can kind of have different interpretations across the dress colors. So you can kind of really play it up in any which way. I think that's really cool.
Right, yeah, I love that. I mean, you don't have to stick with that bright color if it doesn't work for you. You just want to be on trend.
Exactly.
But you want something more in your style.
Exactly.
You can find ways to tweak it around. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love being in the wedding industry is because there's all these staples of what one should do or one is expected to do, but yet you have that flexibility of doing your own, inputting your own personality into it.
Exactly. Or like that more of the other kind of tone that's a little bit more, if you're you want a muted look, something that's a little more toned down, and you want to pop it in another way with some jewelry or some accessories. That really allows that pops. That way, the color scheme will run a little differently.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see kind of the rust color florals coming in.
Yeah.
I think that would play really beautifully, maybe with some, gold hints as well as some classic, maybe geometric shapes, a little bit of last year's trend mixed with this year's trend. I feel like flow seamlessly.
Awesome. Super excited to see that.
Yeah, just make it your own, right?
Right. Awesome. Talking about like being different, and then one thing that I saw popped out at me was that people are starting to use Airbnb venues more rather than your typical ballrooms, outdoor nature scenes, or even churches. Like people are opting for that personality aspect by renting out Airbnb venues where you can really go find the most unique spaces, because we know Airbnb is the coolest.
Right. Yeah. And there's no right or wrong answer on where you're going to do the ceremony or where you're going to do the reception. As long as it's meaningful to the both of you, I think that that's really unique. And I'm sure a lot of you couples out there are really looking for the new innovative way on what can I do to make my wedding or my ceremony or reception different or unique or something that's me. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I personally would go for that option too, because I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of research that we need to kind of do in terms of planning an Airbnb wedding, but definitely really interesting. Hopefully we can, see some more that are coming out there. But what are some other trends?
So apparently, last year, the whole, the macrame thing was really popular, so kind of stemming off of that, now we're seeing a lot of Moroccan vibes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's a little different. It kind of adds that whole destination wedding aspect to your wedding without you ever really leaving your space.
Yeah, and if you're a fan like I am of HGTV, you'll see a lot of incorporation of Moroccan theme. Or I was actually in Marrakesh earlier last year in March, and definitely I've seen a lot of these trends kind of come in. Porcelain tiles, definitely a big trend that's coming in. And then certainly, you know, you have again the rusty clay kind of color as well.
That all goes well
Yeah, definitely. And I can definitely imagine, you know, if you especially rent out a beautiful Airbnb estate or place, you know, you can lay out some rugs and maybe have some performances, have some, you know, cool hookah pipes as part of the Moroccan theme to kind of welcome your guests in. That's really cool.
Maybe a little
if you want to do it up big, like the maximize idea.
Without blowing on that budget for an actual Moroccan.
Actually, maybe throw in a little tea.
Yeah, exactly, definitely.
Tea.
We have coffee readers. Definitely cool.
So many ways you can incorporate so many different things for this trend that we're
Yeah, it's a great creative project.
Awesome.
And if you're looking for further ideas, we do have our Pinterest board called What Inspires Us. So you can always just go on there, see what we post, just because that's a great way to gain inspiration from what we've been seeing through our films and our clients. And we're always constantly just updating that. So it could be a great resource for you guys. If you are planning your wedding or you know someone who's planning their wedding, you guys are probably really familiar with wedding blogs and wedding magazines. I mean, they're all over the place. Very great resources. And you're probably wondering how those real weddings get published in these publications and digital blogs. Well, actually anyone can get published in there. It just takes the right knowledge, some luck,
and the right person behind it. So this is Josephine.
So what I do here, as part of my job here, is that I help our clients get placed in publications. And then what it really comes down to is just really seeing the details in the weddings. Obviously, you know, there's so many weddings happening every day, every weekend, every month, and everyone, well, that's a generalization, but most people would love to see themselves be placed in magazines and wedding blogs. But obviously not everyone can have that chance just because there's just so many, you know, it's like you're applying for a job or to college or something. There's just so many candidates that it's so hard for editors to pick out who they want to publish, which sucks because we would love to see every single wedding get published. So just tips on what I've seen, what we've seen here, getting people published in the publication is just that it really comes down to unique details. You know, cookie cutter trends are great, but if you really want to get noticed, clearly you have to go big, which goes back to the whole maximalism. That's a great way to get noticed. Editors love reading about your love stories, so you know, if you have a really great love story that you want to share with everybody, just be an inspiration to readers all over the world, all over the United States, let us know, or you can even pitch yourself out to the publication. That's been a thing too, where you just have to find the right contact person at the publication. Reach out to them, submit your photographs, your video, your story, your vendors, and then it's all up to the editors. But if you have any questions, we're always here to help. I mean, we pitch a lot of things. We see a lot of weddings get placed, get pitched out, and so we've seen it all basically.
And by having, you know, Josephine and our marketing team, it's really great because they'll actually kind of do most of the legwork for you and kind of send you reminders to share your love stories and have you fill out these forms. Just kind of ease the process a little bit and streamline it for you guys.
I think it was last week that one of your clients got picked
Yeah.
up at Bella Magazine.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it was a California, Long Beach wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, Long Beach wedding in California. Super gorgeous,
Yeah.
cute couple. They're from my hometown actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I really love the couple. They were amazing, and I think what really drew, you know, the publication to them was the fact that they had two daughters, and they were a big part of the wedding. You know, the oldest daughter played a guitar set and song that she wrote for her parents, and certainly the little daughter, she was so cute, and she was part of the junior bridesmaids. Adorable, loved it. And they even incorporated the kids into the vows portion, so you can definitely find that on our website. Happy to link it for you guys as well. But
we'll also be releasing just a clip from their wedding trailer onto our Instagram today, so stay tuned for that.
yeah, definitely.
Awesome. To kind of touch base on the publications, Joe, what would you say are the top ones that you're noticing that we're getting picked up on a lot? What's your favorites in terms of the wedding blogs or websites or publications? pages.
I mean, they're all such great resources, and I feel like every single blog has its own personality or its own aesthetic that they stick with, which is really good because, you know, not everyone likes the same thing.
Right.
But I have noticed that one of the top blogs that our clients tend to go towards is Style Me Pretty. That's a pretty big resource.
Pretty big one, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Junebug, those are all pretty top. And then you have Martha Stewart weddings, you even have the Knot Wedding Wire.
Right.
Those are all really great resources.
Right, and on a bride's end, I think it's also really interesting to see how you can kind of segment or filter based on like your season and your color tones or your color palettes and
even venues too.
Even venues, so it's really, you know, a great way to kind of sift through all the beautiful, you know, publications and blogs, but to kind of really, you know, filter in and get some inspiration for your day. I've done it loads of times when I was looking for color tones and, you know, searching venue and really kind of narrowing down my season. I think that's really helpful and really great knowledge for yourself for when you're booking your wedding.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, Josephine.
It's always nice to incorporate different members of our team so that you guys get to know who they are, and definitely it's nice to feature different people and not see our regular
Just the two of us.
Because they're adorable.
Thank you.
And in case you do have any other questions, wedding related or video related, feel free to DM us. We're happy to answer them at any time for you. See you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye.